Hello, my name is Jonathan Porterfield of Eco Cars, and this is a great little Citroen C1 LPG converted that's up for sale. It is actually my daughter's car, and she's asked me, being the kind dad that I am, to sell it on her behalf. So basically, I'll show you the main features. It's taxed till the 30th of April 2014, just £10 a year to tax. Runs very well, showing 59,000 miles. It's a registered October 2006 on a 56 plate, and it's a 5-door rhythm spec. So lots of great features on these great little city cars. It's served her really well. There's a new set of wheel trims there that are to go on because all the wheel trims are scuffed. Rear seats drop in a 50-50 split, and where the spare wheel was is the LPG tank. So just carry a tin of tyre sealant should you have a puncture. Of course, being the 5-door, it's very handy for passengers in the back. We've got two rear inertia seat belts, two headrests, some carpet mats in all 4 footwells, no rips or tears. My daughter and her husband don't smoke, so no undue odours, no holes to the carpet. Front driver seat's fine, front passenger seat as well. No marks or tears or rips. It really is a great little car. I'll just show you some more features. So this is the VTR spec, which means basically you get a little rev counter, remote central locking on the key, and also electrically operated front windows. Single shot CD player, iPod connection, hazard warning lights, heated rear screen. That's obviously the temperature, direction of the airflow, speed of the fan, big 12-volt power point for your sat nav, 5-speed manual gearbox, plenty of cup holders, storage, etc. Really are great little cars to drive. Front passenger airbag, and of course a front driver's airbag. So show you the guaranteed mileage there, 59,365 miles. This will be a little higher because obviously my daughter is still using the car. Starts up straight away. All the warning lights go out. That's just the seatbelt warning light and a handbrake. There's the LPG switch. It's up to temperature. It clicks straight over, but it's on the last few bits of the LPG, hence that last light is flashing, but it's running fine. That's it, switch to petrol. Turns to amber, then green. There we go, and it's running on LPG. So it needs filling up on gas, but it does run very well. And when it runs out of gas, it automatically defaults back to petrol. And the petrol gauge, of course, is on the dashboard, as indicated by those few bars. Everything works on the car. Radio, very loud radio, there we go. Electrically operated windows in the front, they all work fine. Power assisted steering, don't let you off. Yeah, it does what it says on the tin. Basically, she had this car, I sold it to when it was converted, and it had just 11,000 miles at conversion, and it's now showing 59,000 miles, and it's ran without fault. I'll just show you some more details. So showing you the V5, we bought it direct from Citroen, and then I pre-registered it in my name, Eco Cars, and then sold it to my daughter, Lucinda Denham. So you'll be down as the 3rd keeper, although in effect you'll be the 2nd keeper. Registration date there, 27th of the 10th 2006. Of course, I changed the taxation class when I had this converted back in 2009. I had it converted to alternative fuel car, so at 109 grams it means it's just £10 a year to tax. So DVLA are aware that this has been converted type of fuel, gas biofuel. So all the paperwork's been done, so you just have to register yourself on the V5. Current MOT is here, which expires April the 23rd 2014. One advisory, which was at what mileage? Where are we? Which was at, there we go, 58,000 miles, was front near side, worn close to legal limit. So one of the front tyres is a little near the knuckle, so to speak. All the previous MOTs and previous bills that my daughter's had done to the car are here. All the certificates for the LPG system. The little certificate for the gas tank, BRC genus booklet with all the various serial numbers in for the regulator. It's had flash lube and still got flash lube fitted, which protects the top end of the engine when running on gas. The certificate is here as well. They're now done online, but this is one of the last of the old paper type. It's converted by LPG Conversions in Hena in Derby, and it was converted at just 11,000 miles, and data conversion there the 9th of June 2008 when it was converted to gas that I arranged. It's had 2 gas services, but it's been looked after. First was at 12,000 miles and the one a year later was at 20,000 miles. My daughter has always had it checked over once a year, but has forgotten to get the book stamped. As per the case in the Citroen book, it has been serviced, but obviously it's not been stamped up totally. First service was by Citroen at 7,000 miles, then again after I sold it at 11, and again at 27, but she has had it serviced since. Other things that have been done: she's had a new clutch, and it's recently had a new water pump, which is an Achilles heel of the Citroen C1s and Toyota Aygo. So new clutch, new water pump, and it runs very well on LPG. So looking under the bonnet of this little C1, that's the BRC regulator with an inline filter back there. I've had flash lube fitted, which is topped up to here. That just lubricates the top end of the engine. It's very dry, there's no signs of any oil leaks, and like I said, it's had a new clutch, and the battery looks fairly recent as well, but the battery condition is showing fine. All the levels are fine. It really is a great example. Not been washed or cleaned, HPR clear of course, and I'll just take you around the rest of the car. So before I take you for a final walk around, I'll just take you now for a short test drive. So welcome to the test drive. Starts up first time. Just click straight over to gas, and so with that new clutch, the clutch is as you would expect. It's fine, doesn't slip or snatch. Third gear. It's quite nice having a little rev counter at the top, and it does exactly what it should. It drives very well. Quite an enjoyable drive. You feel quite connected to the road, and I've driven these for hundreds of miles in one stretch, and being 6'4", I've got out still quite refreshed. I find the seats very supportive. They drive really well. I love these little C1s. And at nearly 100 miles to the gallon, £10 a year to tax, they've got an awful lot going for them. Simple mechanics, water pump's been replaced, it's been looked after, she's just ready for a change, so it's my privilege to sell this on behalf of my daughter. So I'll just pull over. Doesn't pull to the left or the right, pulls up nice and straight. In fact, I'll just carry on a bit actually, because there's a lorry coming, a car coming behind. I'll just pull over. Yeah. So that concludes the test drive. So I'll take you now for a final walk around this little Citroen C1. So welcome back from the test drive. The windscreen it's got a few chips in, but obviously not MOT fails because it's recently been MOT, but there's a few chips to the windscreen, but nothing serious, no cracks. Front tyre, I'd say about 3mm. Wheel trims are scuffed, but there are a new set of wheel trims in the boot. Wing mirror's fine. There is a large scratch down the driver's door. Rear tyre, oh, good 5-6mm on that. Again, I won't keep repeating myself, all the wheel trims, there's a new pack in the boot. The rear corners are fine on this rear bumper. This back tyre again, 5-6mm. That's the LPG filler, of course, which which I didn't show earlier, but I'll always show you how to fill up with gas. Now this rear door has had a nasty gouge in it that's been touched in with some silver paint. That's obviously where you can fill up with petrol. The roof's fine. Looking down the side, my daughter is going to get a replacement plastic colour coded cover for the wing mirror because that's missing, so that will be replaced. And this is the front near side tyre, which is on the wear bars. I'd say it's about 1.5mm, so that tyre could do with being replaced. A bit of scrape to the front bumper, nothing of any importance to be honest. The front of the car has got the odd tiny stone chip, odd mark on the plastic bumper, but nothing to be unduly concerned about. So what a great little run around. This will return in price terms nearly 100 miles to the gallon, because it'll do a good 50 to the gallon on LPG. I'm paying 62 pence a litre, which is over half price. So full tank of gas, it's going to cost you around about £18, and that should take you very nearly 280, 290 miles, so nearly 100 miles to the gallon in price terms. So if you need any more information about this or any of our LPG vehicles, please feel free to give me, Jonathan, a call anytime. Thanks for watching.